guys, in today's video we're going to be going over my 2016 BMW F80 M3. We're going to be going over cosmetics, performance, and some other stuff when it comes down to tuning. So that's pretty much what this video is all about. Alright, so we're going to talk about performance first. As far as performance goes, I just want to note that this car is still on a stock block and stock clutches. I haven't touched anything with the block yet or anything with the clutches. I plan on doing that here soon, but as of now, as the car sits, it is stock block, stock clutches. I'd also like to note that the car it made 747 wheel horsepower and 760. So those were my last dyno numbers. That was on 26 PSI with, I think it was like 8-degree timing. Now the car is on 30 PSI with higher timing. I believe it's like 13-14 degree timing. All my tuning is done with Jake at Motive, same guy that tunes my 335. That's pretty much the run around with my car. I'm gonna tell you guys what I have done to the car. So as far as performance wise goes, we do have the VRSF top mount intercooler. We do have the VRSF charge pipes and the J pipe. I think that's pretty much all that I have that you can see from the top. Oh, we also have the VRSF intakes as well. We do have the crank hub installed. It is the SSR crank hub 4-pin. The crank hub is just so it does not spin, and these cars are notorious for knowing that the crank hub spins. So I got the 4-piece crank hub, or the 4-pin crank hub from SSR. As far as exhaust stuff goes, I have the VRSF downpipes, I have the VRSF mid pipes at 3.5 inch, and I have my stock mufflers on still. I do have an AIC controller which controls my port injection, and I have an extra set of so I have my direct injectors, and then I have an extra set of 750cc injectors. They are BMP injectors, and they're controlled by the AIC, and that is pretty much all I have when it comes down to fueling. It's still on the stock pump. I'm gonna upgrade that soon, as I am starting to run a little bit low on my car's craving more fuel now. I do have pure turbos. I have the pure stage 2 high flows. So that is pretty much what ties up my whole car when it comes down to performance. I don't have really anything else. This car is a monster on the streets. It has surprised me a lot. So for what it has done right now, I have raced a couple 800 to 900 to even 1,000 horsepower cars, and my car has either beaten them or kept up right with them. In one of the other videos that I probably uploaded before this one, there is a video of me racing a GT500. That car makes about like 950 wheel horsepower, and I mean, we were right there with him. We were even in some races, we beat him. So that goes to show how far this F80 M3 has really taken off. Anyways, I think that is pretty much everything that I have done to it performance wise. Cosmetically, I kind of went a different route, and I didn't go with the normal twill 2x2 carbon that everyone has. Kind of went with the forged carbon. As you can see, I have front splitters, front lip, emblems, engine cover, rear spoiler, exhaust tips, and diffuser, all in forged carbon. I also have I don't know if I said the mirrors, but I have the mirrors as well. The only thing that's not in forged carbon just yet is my side skirt extensions, which are still being made, but other than that, everything else in forged carbon. The interior, I kept it twill, the 2x2 carbon, just because if I switch everything to forge, that also requires me to remove all my interior pieces, which means I have to do everything in forge, and it's just too much work for me to do at the moment. These turbos also are rated for about, I think, 800 or something wheel horsepower. They've done great for me. For those of you guys who follow me on Instagram, you guys probably know that I am going to be switching these turbos out already to some new turbos, which I'm not going to say just yet, but after the race with that Mustang, I realized that maybe a little bit more power doesn't hurt me, and that's when I'm probably going to do the engine, and I'm going to do the clutches, I'll probably just let it blow first, see what happens, and then go from there. So that's pretty much the rundown with my car. Everything's tuned by Jake Motive, and everything's tuned with MHD. I'm not a big fan of boot mod. I'm not a big fan of JB4, so I went with MHD, and MHD has done amazing. I've raced multiple cars in Colorado, and I've had 0 issues. And as it sits, this car is currently the fastest BMW in Colorado. The BMW scene here in Colorado is pretty small. Or I mean, it's pretty big, but it's small when it comes down to the fast cars. So I know pretty much all the fast BMW cars here, and I've not lost a single race to any BMW in Colorado. So dig wise, I've not done any digs on this car. I'm scared I'm gonna blow an axle, and I'm not trying to get axles anytime soon. I really do not dig my cars, so I'm not worried about digs or anything like that. Alright guys, well that pretty much wraps up the whole video of my car. Like I said, my car is pretty simple. It just has a lot of good parts from some really good manufacturers that have made this car to be what it is right now. I think the torque on this car is amazing. I just think the DCT overall is what makes this car really fast. But yeah, that pretty much wraps up the video. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.